Pete Alonso is the worst base runner in baseball among starting players. Now, I don't say that lightly. Keep in mind, I don't mean simply the slowest base runner. That would objectively not be true. He actually doesn't even rank among the top 90 slowest runners of baseball, with his sprint speed of 26 feet per second sitting in the 18th percentile. Now, what I mean when I say that Pete Alonso is the worst base runner in baseball is that he literally runs the bases in a fashion that hurts his team the most out of every starting caliber MLB player. Now, how do I know this? Well, rest assured I'm not just pulling it out of my ass. Through Baseball Savant's leaderboard, we can see that in 2024, Pete has been worth -4 runner runs, which has him tied for the worst mark in baseball. Now, even that right there begs a question. Why is he worse than the other two, Corey Seager and Salvador Perez? In my opinion, it's because of this other number, which totals -4 on times he was thrown out, which is tied for the worst mark in baseball, sitting lower than that of both Perez and Seager. Add to that his abysmal 91% safe to attempt ratio, which basically is the amount of times a runner attempted to advance versus the amount of times they were successful, and you get a dastardly combination. A runner who not only has poor instincts, but attempts to push the issue a bit too much as well. This, in my opinion, makes him a more active damager of the Mets' chances to scratch out runs with him on base. Now, you're probably noticing that I'm not just showing plays when he was thrown out, because that doesn't encompass all that a runner does. It's also their job to occasionally go first or third in a single, or second to home, or to score from first in the occasional double. Unsurprisingly, Pete's not good at any of that as well, registering a far below average of -2 on his holds. There really is nothing redeeming about his profile. Add all this together, and in my opinion, you have the worst base runner in baseball among starting caliber players, which of course is a caveat in and of itself, as there are definitely worse base runners on somebody's bench somewhere, I'm sure. But in my opinion, being as many of their sample sizes are much smaller than Pete's, it wouldn't be fair to categorize them in the same group. So, what do you guys think? Is Pete Alonso the worst base runner in baseball, or do you have somebody else in mind? Let me know in the comments.